Coachella is one of the most well-known music festivals in the world, popular among A-listers, music listeners, and influencers. For many, it's a chance to watch your favorite artists perform and express themselves through fun, stylish fashion moments. However, this experience became one of the most challenging moments of my life. I didn't expect my trip to Coachella to lead to car problems, expensive repairs, and getting scammed out of our money. Before all of this trouble happened during the trip, it started fun and exciting. It was Christmas morning 2024, and I received the gift I had been looking forward to the most: two artist pass tickets to Coachella. This drive was about 2 hours long, and when we got there, we quickly got ready so we wouldn't be late. We got to see some of our favorite artists, and on the last few days, we spent the days laying by the pool, tanning, and going in the water before getting ready for Coachella. It doesn't sound so bad, right? Unfortunately, Coachella came with a few downsides. The heat was in the high 90s and went up to 102 degrees. This made all the walking all the more difficult, and I had to walk almost a half marathon every day in my almost 3-inch high boots. Not my smartest move. As Coachella was coming to an end, we decided to quickly go to the pool to cool down before our drive home. When we got in my car, our trip became um, quickly became stressful. When I tried to pull out, I realized my car was in drive instead of reverse. I had no, I had run over the curb and it made a loud sound, and at first I didn't think much of it. Then, as I start turning my wheel, I hear my car making loud, unusual screeching noises. I wasn't sure what to do, so I called my mom to ask if it was safe to drive. The first mechanic we saw tells us it's not safe for us to drive home because the wheel could lock up. This worried us, so we took my car to 3 different mechanics, but none could help. Finally, I found a place that agreed to give us a deal by giving it to us for cheap and said he was able to finish it in a day. I realized we could not drive home and I would have to find a place to stay. My friend's aunt insisted we stay at her friend Maricella's house, and after much convincing, we agreed. But my friend decided to leave that night with her boyfriend, leaving me alone with a stranger, causing me to feel very uncomfortable. What seemed like a solution ended up causing more stress. When I approached Maricella's house, she greeted me warmly. The next day, the mechanic hadn't done anything and charged us much more. We gave him another day, and Maricela invited me to stay that night. At that point, I discovered I brought my car to the wrong mechanic and someone with the worst reviews possible. So we had to argue to get my car back. At that point, my mom drove up for the week, and we drove my car to a different place. We soon realized this was going to be a very expensive repair. He told us the car would cost $5,000 unless he found a refurbished part. As we were already worried about the cost of my car, we wake up the next day to a text from Maricela that she was charging us $600 for what was supposed to be a free 2-day uh, stay there. We ended up staying for a week in a hotel, waiting for a still broken car that needed to get fixed 3 times after that supposed repair was done. Although my trip to Coachella started as a fun trip with my friend, it quickly turned into one of the most stressful moments of my life, filled with car troubles, expensive repairs, and the struggles of being away from home. This trip showed me how easily something fun and exciting can shift into one of the most um, dreadful, worst weeks of my life by testing my independence and capabilities. In the end, I learned how to handle stressful situations even when it comes at unexpected times.